Hey guys and girls. Geez, I mean, you do stuff, you say hey guys, and then people mock it back to you, and you're like, whoa, am I saying that? I don't even know it. But anyway, hey guys and girls all over the world. Okay, let's get right to it, because I gotta do a couple more videos. So today I'm gonna revisit the subject of not the business, and not the fact that I'm 46, because I love just saying those redundant things over and over and over. But I'm going to talk to you about the keto flu again, because there are other things that I forgot to mention on the fly when I was at the gym. So I'm in a quiet space and I can focus. Here we go. So before I mention that the keto flu symptoms could be lethargy, feeling exhausted, you might have a bout of hypoglycemia. If you're already suffering hypoglycemia, which is chronic low blood sugar, then that might be exacerbated with cutting out your carbohydrates for a short amount of time. If you keep your stress high, that bout of hypoglycemia might continue, because as long as you're producing cortisol, you cannot keto adapt, get into a state of ketosis, which is the freaking business. It's freaking amazing. I love it because you have infinite amount of energy, and your workouts, my workouts, I've just gotten stronger at 46 going on 47. I mean, how can you have bubbly, lean muscle and have this much energy without being in a state of ketosis and still not go through advanced glycation end product, which is the aging of your cells, which is what I put a stop to. I slowed that business down to a crawl, because I was like, you know what? I got more things to do in life, and I don't have time to go out to the pastures, right, with estrogen dominance. I digress. Keto flu symptoms, because you guys are like watching, you're like, get to the damn point! Most of you guys are like, ah, man, you're cool, everything's awesome. And then some are just like pissed because I'm rambling. But that's just my mood in the morning. Okay, so keto flu symptoms I discussed before. Lethargy, yes. Hypoglycemia. You also can go through headaches because you have too low potassium, minerals, sodium, potentially magnesium, water, which is the revisited of the keto flu symptoms that I really want to touch base on. Is watch out, because a lot of you guys don't drink enough water already, and then you go and you have a high carb processed diet, high processed all types of processed meats and processed carbohydrates and sugars. Then you cut that out, and now boom, your kidneys start dumping water with the electrolytes, which is why you have symptoms of a headache, pressure in the head because of low potassium. You're also low water, you're also low sodium. So if you're dumping a lot of water because your body, think about it, hydrates. Yes, that's your body holding on, your cells holding on to water from carbs. So when you stop the carbs, water goes out. And if you're not drinking enough water, you can suffer from dehydration. So that's another symptom. One of the people that I created Keto Plan or coached didn't drink enough water. So, bam, he was dehydrated. Please, you guys, drink enough water, because a lot of you guys are addicted to sodas and you're using the ketogenic diet to try to quit, which is awesome, which is great. But you don't want to become dehydrated. So that's something I really want to stress. If you're drinking Crystal Light, if you're drinking soda or juice, and then you cut that out, and then you're also not on top of coffee, which you have to cut out. You have to cut out your coffee, because you will have, that puts stress on your adrenals. Well, that's the business, but I digress. Okay. So, yes, drink water, lots of it. You have to cut out your coffee to not put stress, to not create this fight or flight response. You know, when you're drinking coffee, you could produce too much cortisol. And cortisol could raise your blood sugar, which then you'll produce insulin, which blocks keto adaptation. And it's a wacky, wonky cycle that you go round and around and around. No, we don't want that. Cut out the coffee and stop putting stress on your adrenals and your thyroid. And also, guys, it can down-regulate your testosterone, and we don't want feminized males. Okay, what else? What the heck else? We want to consider the fact that you could develop dry eyes, a mucin deficiency. But really, we have to consider your macronutrients, right? So you have to get enough fat in, because people become, what? They become fat phobic on the ketogenic diet. So now they have moderate protein and not enough fat and very low carb. And all of a sudden, my eyes are dry. My eyeballs are dry. Now, some people do go through this dry eye type of experience. Most people do not. Same thing with the bad breath. Yes. That does not last forever, but like I talked about in the other video, you could do some oil pulling with coconut oil, which is, I love it. Awesome. Coconut oil. It's great. Put it in your mouth. It's antibacterial, viral, microbial, and will take all the nastiness in your saliva, which is filled with disgusting bacteria, especially if you don't have enough mouth cleaning enzymes, or if you had a high carbohydrate diet, or you're too dehydrated and your breath from releasing ketones is kind of funky. It's like, whoo! Super funky. Then you can put the coconut oil in your mouth, slide around, get it all going around, all around all the crevices, and spit that stuff out. With that, you're going to get a lot of bacteria. That's what you want to do with the bad breath. Coconut oil. Extra virgin. Extra virgin is what you want. Okay, guys. What else? We have to consider alcohol. You cannot keto adapt on alcohol. It's like creates rocket fuel response of a blood sugar response. So alcohol and coffee, when you cut them out, you might have what? You might have a keto flu symptom because you're cutting these things out. Another thing is when you cut out your carbohydrates, a lot of people eat carbohydrates and you have a squirt of serotonin, and then serotonin makes you squirt a little melatonin and makes your blood sugar drop, because now your body's trying to get rid of all that glucose. Because remember, you can only handle 1 teaspoon safely for an athlete, 2 before it gets wacky in your blood, before you have like a hypoglycemic response or low blood sugar. So when people take out the carbs, they can't sleep. They're like, I can't sleep. And I'm like, that's because you're using alcohol and you're using the carbohydrates before. So that's what you got to do. Okay, guys, we got to fix your adrenal health. We don't want to be estrogen dominant women, and a lot of us are. And men, your testosterone is becoming down-regulated because of plastics, because of pesticides, because of coffee and alcohol. Yep. Soy. I just wanted to revisit those subjects. I know it's about the keto, I feel like crap, flu, but I just wanted to throw in those little tidbits. Okay, guys, so that's my keto flu revisited. Don't freak out. Like I said, you can get heart palpitations from not enough potassium, magnesium. If it gets really bad, just go for the damn banana, because you're obviously going to raise your water volume back up and get the potassium in. But really, 7 cups of spinach is going to give you 4,700 milligrams of potassium. Because those potassium supplements, they don't give you much. It's like 90 milligrams. That's not enough. And you got to get enough sodium in. A lot of people are afraid of sodium. Got to get that stuff in. You have to get in enough sodium. You have to get in enough fat. Stop being fat phobic. Remember, fat has a hard time to get in the fat cell, contrary to what we have been taught. Okay guys, so those are the symptoms of the keto flu. They will pass. You have to do all the right necessary measures to get your body back in balance. Don't look at scales. Don't do the pee sticks. Don't check your blood sugar. Jeez! All these people checking their blood sugar and they freak out. Because why? Because it's going to go like this, especially in the beginning. Yes, and I said give it 3 months. Because you could adapt in 2 weeks or you could adapt in 3 months. But if you're checking, then you're raising back up your sugar through gluconeogenesis and creating stress. We don't want that. We want healthy sex hormones. We want healthy adrenals. We want healthy neurotransmitters so we can be the business. Yes. The business. Okay guys, that's it. Gotta run. Got more videos to do. And bing!